Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome to week 7 of Human Growth and Development. So this week started on Monday, obviously the 19th, and it ends technically on Sunday, the 25th. But today is kind of the last day that I am, you know, available. I'm available Monday through Thursday. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm at the Ocala campus, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm available online. This week, the only assignment that's due, well, two assignments that are due are D6 and the group AB. So let me explain these assignments. D6 is your normal discussion. You can earn up to 10 points for both making an initial post that's substantive and then replying to two or more class members. If you've lost points on your discussion, it might be because you didn't reply to two or more class members, or either your initial post or your replies to peers weren't substantive. So to get a substantive post, just imagine that you're teaching a class. We're having a conversation and you're sharing some credible information. You're not only answering the questions as quickly as you can, but you're providing details, examples. Okay? So yeah, that's 10 points. The other way to earn points is through the group annotated bibliography, and it's abbreviated Group AB. Now, this is an assignment that as long as one member submits it with the names of all the members on it, then everybody whose names is on the group AB will get credit. You can still submit it individually if you like, but you're only required to have one per group. Now, what is this assignment? Well, the annotated bibliography is a chance for you to organize your resources. Resources are simply references. So, textbooks, articles, videos, the information that you found pertaining to your group project. So, you only need 4 sources. All sources should be credible, and you need to provide a document, basically like a 2 to 3 page document that tells me what the source is and gives a small critique of the source. So what this looks like is page 1 is a cover page, and this cover page is formatted via APA style. APA stands for the American Psychological Association. So the entire document is double spaced using 12-point font. You can use Times New Roman or some other standard font. And you're going to make sure that on this cover page you have a title of your project. What is the title of your group presentation? If you still haven't settled on an exact title, at least put the topic, okay? And then you want to have the names of the members who are helping you prepare for this project. And then you want to have that where the research is taking place, which is the College of Central Florida. So you want to have at least those 3 bits of information. But if you're using the APA manual, you might add a couple of more items to your bylines. All right, so that's page 1, a cover page. If you don't include a cover page, you are going to lose points. I want you to practice APA style, okay? Page 2 is where you're going to have the references. Now, you're not going to number these references. You're not using MLA. You're not using Chicago style. You're using APA. So if you don't use APA style, you're going to lose points. So go ahead and use APA style. Now, these sources are alphabetized on this page, okay? So they're alphabetized based on the last name. You don't need bullet points. You just have literally the citation in APA style. And then, the second line has a hanging indent, and every line thereafter, your annotation is also going to be a hanging indent. So the annotation is basically an explanation. You're just saying, hey, in this source, I learned blah, 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 and I think it will help me with the project in this way. So you literally will have a cover page, and then page 2, you're going to have the reference and annotation for that reference, annotation for that reference, and so on, for a total of 4 sources. If you want to include more than 4 sources, go for it. Be excellent. But for the purposes of grading, you only need 4. And yes, our textbook counts as 1 source, so then you would only need 3 sources beyond the textbook if you're using the course textbook. So for this group annotated bibliography, you can earn up to 20 points for doing this. If you have questions, I do have a video that I made about the group annotate, or about an annotated bibliography for a different class, for a paper assignment I usually do in this in DEP in past sections. So I'll share that video also, just in case you want to look at it. But for our purposes, make sure you have a cover page, and then the rest of the document is the references that are alphabetized, and they include an annotation for each reference. The annotations don't need to be very long. We're talking 3 to 5 sentences, maybe 5 to 7 sentences if it's a very thick reference. but it shouldn't be like, a page. It should be literally a small paragraph. You need to be concise. What about this resource is going to help you to be successful in learning about your topic and sharing that information with the class? So you're evaluating the sources. Honestly, the annotated bibliography is a great way to organize information when you have a lot of data that you're collecting. So in future classes, if you're doing a big research paper, you may choose to do an annotated bibliography for your own purposes. Oh, looks like the kids are home. All right, so I'll try to wrap up this video, but I want to say a couple other things. Next week we have our test. Okay, so test 1 is worth 100 points, and there will be 50 multiple choice questions. Each question is worth 2 points for a total of 100 points. Okay, so the test is next week. The test won't be available until Wednesday of next week, and it will be due on Sunday, and then it won't close until Monday. So I would say Monday and Tuesday you should be preparing for the test, and then you take it on Wednesday. But if you don't want to take it Wednesday, you can take it anytime between Wednesday and Sunday. If for some reason you have technical difficulties or you're running late, you can take it on Monday, but it will be considered late. There is no late penalty, but that's just a reminder that the due date is technically Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Okay, so the next thing I want to say about this test is that it is proctored via HonorLock, and I've mentioned that before, but just in case you forgot, HonorLock is a Google Chrome extension, and so you're going to have to add this Google Chrome extension to your browser, and you're going to need to pay for the test. It's $5 per test or $10 for unlimited amount of tests. And I'm still looking to find out if you pay for HonorLock in another class, if it counts for all of your classes at CF. But there is a fee. All right, so test is next week. It's proctored via HonorLock. You are allowed an 8.5 by 11 cheat sheet when you take this test. So, this standard typing size, you can use that. You can put handwritten notes or typed notes, whichever you prefer, and it can be two-sided, and you can use that when you take the test. All right. The test is going to have chapters 1 through 8. All right. So those topics are the science of human development, prenatal development, and then infancy and childhood. That's all that's on the test. Basically, before you're born up until you're a kid. Now, keep in mind that's 8 chapters, so that's quite a bit of information. And if I were you, I would look at the summaries of the chapter and also look at the learning objectives from the chapter to make sure you understand the key concepts in each chapter. If you have a question, comment, compliment, or concern, go ahead and drop it in the comments in this video, or let me know on the discussion board in Canvas, because I check that Monday through Thursday, 1 to 2 times per day. Honestly, usually I will also check it sometimes on Friday or Saturday if I'm grading. I might just browse over there to see if anybody has left something. But when you post to the discussions thread, anybody in the class can reply. All right, the other thing I'll say about the test is that besides it being HonorLock, besides it being 50 questions, and besides you being allowed to use a cheat sheet, I will have a makeup test. So if you missed the test for any reason, don't stress out. Know that I provide a makeup at the end of the semester. If you have a technical difficulty or you're like, oh, I didn't get to take the test, there's not much I can do for you at the time if you're taking the test on a Saturday. But Monday, the campus will be open and you can talk to the technical support and see if that's going to help resolve your issue. If you're wanting to take the test face to face, you would need to make arrangements ASAP, because the testing center has limited appointments and you have to make an appointment. In previous semesters, you could just walk in, but in the last few semesters, it's been pretty busy and they really require that you have an appointment in order to take it at the testing center. So we're getting kind of past the time that you would have been taking it at the testing center. All right, I'll probably make a separate video just for the test, but I wanted to kind of get everybody thinking about the test. All right, I think that's everything I have to say. I'll see you on the discussion board.